This right here is the earth. This is the Vesica Pisces that represents the earth. This circle right here represents heaven. It represents love, credit, everything that is good. This circle over here is hell, bad, debt, everything that's bad. Right here in the center is the bifurcated system. That is the dualistic system and the combination of the two. It is both, yet it is neither. This is the matrix. When we look into the Bible and we see the word womb, which is where how people are spawned into this world, it is the matrix. How was the matrix created? Well, we created the matrix. I thought God created the matrix. It says it right here. In the beginning, God created. Well, let's look at that word God. God means gods. That is what it means. Lowercase g, plural, God. Now, if this was lowercase right here, you'd probably have no problem believing what I'm about to say and what I'm showing you directly to your face. However, because it's capitalized, a lot of people have trouble understanding this. So it says gods. It says right here, of the supreme God. If it is of the supreme God, is it the supreme God? No, it is of the supreme God. God, as in gods. It is the plural. It is the conglomerate. It is the e pluribus unum. It is the out of many one. So what happens is this right here is heaven. This right here is hell. This right here is the system that we live in. Right here we were holy. Right here we are a combination of the two. And the whole system is about pulling you and making you holy back here or making you holy back here. And right here, this is really a corrupt version of holy. It is an inverse of holy. It is Elohim. If you look at the word Elohim, it is me holy backwards. It is the inverted system. It is when the e pluribus unum, when the many become one, that is the unholy Elohim. Just like the democracy. The democracy is when a group of people decide to make laws and rules that they uplift and put in a position of God-like status that they then bow down to. That is the democracy. We make the laws, we uplift the laws, and then we serve the laws. That is exactly what's happening here. It says in the beginning God, which is gods, which is the plural, which is the spirit of man, which is the angels that fell onto earth. And God, it says God created. When it says created, it says to cut down. It says to create, as in to cut down wood. If you build a house out of wood, what you did was you took something that already existed and you transformed it into a new form. The wood was the substance, and that was what was created out of nothing. And then you took that wood and you transformed that substance into a new form. That's what's being happened here. Heaven and earth, the heaven right here is not referring to the abode of God. It is referring to essentially where the stars are, as we might call space. So the earth was without form and void. And then it continues to say that God made, and God is always, we don't get into Elohim God until we get into 2, where it says the Lord God, and now it says the self-existent, eternal, the Jewish national name of God. This is the actual God that is the real creator of everything, the actual creator of everything out of nothing. And then this God right here is the e pluribus unum, the in God we trust, the democracy. It's all a parallel for the same thing. This is the blueprint for how everything is created. It is the creation of the world, and it is the macro expression which everything else follows in a microcycle according to this blueprint right here. So as we get down and kind of go into all of this, everything is created and separated into 2, because this, once again, this is the system of this is the bifurcated system where everything starts holy, comes over here, and becomes bifurcated into 2. You were once a man, now you are a man and a person, right? You were everything is split into 2. So let's go light. He called the light day and the darkness night. Separation. Okay, and then he saw the light that it was good. Okay, so good, after pretty much everything it says, and it was good, right? God saw the dry land. He called the dry land earth, and the waters the seas. He separated the water from the land, and he said it was good. Good always means both the masculine and the feminine. It means plural. It is the separation of the 2. What once was 1 is now 2. Everything gets divided and bifurcated in this creation story right here. That's this system right here. So let us make man in our image. God said, let us make man. Okay, so man right here, look at this word. It's 120. Later, God refers to 119. This 120 is a derivative of 119. Look at 119. It's the exact same word. It's Adam, right here. See? It's this exact same word, but this is a derivative of 119 with a completely different meaning, and it's an individual. What's an individual? It's separate from the whole. It's a hypocrite. What's a hypocrite? Well, a hypocrite, let's do that real quick, because hypocrite. So hypocrite, we're going to look this up because I really like this word. False pretender to virtue or religion, and then it says dissembler right here. A hypocrite is a pretender. It's an actor. It's a stage actor. A hypocrite is a stage actor. God created a stage actor, a dissembler. Look at this. Whoops. Look at this dissembler. There we go. Dissembler, one who conceals his opinions, character, under a false appearance, one who pretends that a thing which is not, right? Think about that. This is the person, okay? So it is saying, in God is the spirit of man acting as a conglomerate entity. God said, let us, right? Let us make man an individual, a separate entity of low degree, a person. Let us make man in our image. It says a phantom, an illusion, a resemblance, a representative figure, an idol, a vain show. It's an image. This is the person. This right here is saying that God, Elohim, of the supreme God, the spiritual essence of man acting as one, collectively chose to make man as a separate entity. They were one, operating as one in rebellion to the Elohim, to the supreme God. Said, let us make as a collective, just like this democracy system. Let us make man, an individual, in our image, as an idol, a resemblance. So this right here, God, this would be the substance, and this is the form that they're going to come in and inhabit as these light beings. Beings of light. That's who we are. We created, let us make man. We created these bodies as our hosts and agents to operate in this realm. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Let him have dominion, and then let us have dominion over our creation. That's what it's saying right here. Okay, like I was saying, this is the blueprint of creation, of all creation. This same thing that we did when we, as a collective entity called Elohim, looked at the earth. We created the earth, and then we created bodies as idols and persons for us to go and inhabit. That is the beginning and the blueprint for this system that we're currently in, which is a deeper matrix. This is the matrix, right? Remember, the womb is the matrix. We're entering into the matrix, the state of illusion, where we are simply hypocrites and representations, right? We're the image, we're the representation of who we once were. So check this out. It is the spirit becoming the body based on the image, which is an idol, okay? So now the man, so it went from spirit, which we were God, and then we became man, and then man. So now that we're man, created in our image, let's take this to another step. What man does, now that man exists, and we've kind of forgotten this whole thing that happened a long time ago. We've forgotten who we are. Man has redone this entire process from the beginning. In the beginning, man created the United States, and he did the whole entire Constitution of the United States. To constitute is, here it is right here. To constitute is to settle condition, anything arranged, to settle upon. It is the regulation, is the body of rules, right? We constituted ourselves. We said, this is our law, this is our condition, this is our arrangement, this is our constitution, right? This is how things will be established. So we created our own constitution for this system. So we've already done it once here. We've created this whole system. It was without form and void, and then we told it what it was, right? We called it, we defined it, we gave it a name. Okay, so we're doing that again within this system. We're going from man, we're already in the system, already in the matrix, but now we're creating another matrix. We're calling it the United States, we're calling it whatever system we're in, and then we're creating a person based on our image. It is our representative, and we call that the person, right? Just like it says right here in idol, or image right here, man right here, it says person. So now we're creating, as a person, we're creating another person, and then we're going to, as the body now, as the man, we're going to step into this commercial, legal person so that we could operate in an even lower form. So what we went from is, let me get the picture of the Vesica Pisces up real quick. We went from, right here, we went from heaven, and then we go into hell, okay? And then we go into the earth, right? So we were in the highest position right here. We were angels in heaven with God, right? Before the foundation of the earth, he knew us. We were already here. We are already one with God. We stepped down into this system, into the matrix, because we wanted to have this experience. Now we are here, and now in this system, we're going into an even lower level of the system, which is really more connected with this circle here, and we're becoming a commercial entity that is really owned by this system over here, and now we are we're changing our identity from Elohim, the wholeness of God, the collective of God that rebelled and chose to come down here and create idols and representative persons to inhabit, and now as representatives that have inhabited the body, now we are lowering ourselves even more into becoming persons and commercial entities, and we are identifying with that, and we're lowering our status again. So once again, we're the exact same creation process from right here in the beginning. God, it was the whole, right, that created that transformed the substance to the form, to a different form, the heavens and the earth. So again, it's the exact same process where it goes from angels, spiritual entities, to man, and then man to the person, and now we're identifying as the person, when really we need to be going backwards, where we are aware that we're identifying ourselves as a person, which is a creation of the state, and then we're like, oh no, I'm actually a body. And then we're there for a little bit, and we're like, okay, I'm a body, and then we realize, whoa, I'm actually Elohim. I'm actually God. I'm actually of the supreme God. That reversal right there is the renewal of the mind and the understanding of who we are. And then once we're God, back to this status right here, that is when we are redeemed and back into the fullness of this system, where Jesus came down, entered into the system for the resurrection of life, and he allowed us to come back in to the abode that we were before. That is the true redemption. It's going backwards, not deeper into the system.